Good morning. I came to talk about generational curses. And oftentimes we say that we want the curses broken off our lives. But what I want you to know is this: when those curses are broken off your life, in order for those curses not to come back into your life, to re enter your life, and to come back stronger, because we know that what St. Matthew chapter 12, verses 43 to 45 explains. It talks about when the spirit is gone out of your life and the house is then empty, swept, and garnished. And seeing that the house is empty, swept, and garnished, what happens is this: the spirit has legal rights and legal authority to come back and check because it once resided there. And if the spirit comes back and find that the house is still empty, swept, and garnished, and haven't been taken up and haven't been occupied, it has legal rights to come back. So what happens is this: when those curses are broken off our lives, we have to fill our house up with righteousness. Okay, and why I say righteousness is because if you fill your house up with things that can feed the generational curse will automatically re-enter your life. So if you were delivered from the spirit of perversion, you have to now keep everything which is sexual immorality from your eyes and from around your circle. You cannot allow those things to enter your life, because if you allow those things to enter your life, the spirits and those curses would re-enter your life back again. Then you would find yourself going through vicious cycles of that same demonic attacks and those effects, because they're not pleasant, okay, to keep going through it. And it deals with your self-esteem, it pulls you down. And so if you really want to be free, you now have to live a different lifestyle. You now have to do things differently. The things that you did before, you cannot continue to live like that, because if you live like that, you'll be feeding that spirit. So if that spirit is cast out and you continue to live in that way, you're calling that spirit right back in, because the tools are there for the spirit to be able to come back in and live. So what has to happen? I apologize, I'm going a little fast. So what has to happen? Your lifestyle has to change, and you have to do the opposite. So if you did something before, you have to now do the opposite to that. You cannot do the same thing and expect different results. That's the spirit of insanity. To do the same very thing and expect a different result. No, you're going to have the same result. So what that means, you have to now move away from some things. You have to move away from people. You have to live differently so that your life can be at peace. You know the peace that you want. I know the peace that I want. So guess what? Make that decision, make that conscious decision, and begin to live so that you can have the peace. The curses are broken. So remember, keep the curses broken and keep the curses out of your life. You're one decision away from your future, and you're one decision away from your past. So am I. We must choose wisely. We must choose well so that we can live well. Nuggets of wisdom, Lady C. You all have an awesome day.